Hello there, thanks a lot for coming by PosterCentral.com's video blog today. I'm Pete Howard, and today I'm going to show you a couple of mid-60s Ike and Tina Turner concert posters, most unusually made by Colorcraft Poster Company in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Now this is the one poster printer that I'm aware of in America that used fancy stylized fonts, even script writing if you will, for their boxing style concert posters instead of just plain block lettering. And just, one look at a poster and you can really tell it's a Colorcraft. But I thought, what better artist to, illustrate this than Ike and Tina Turner? And I've got a couple of wonderful charismatic examples to show you. Heck, never mind the color portion, just one look at the venue box up there on the top and you can really see what I'm talking about. Look at that. Just, look at the lettering on show and dance, how it's slanted to the right, and the word Friday, and 9 p.m. until question mark, and even the little and below the word September on that bottom smaller line. I just find it, visually quite compelling and just highly appealing. It really adds a sweet touch to this poster, and again, Colorcraft is the one that came up with that. In fact, what I'll do is I'm going to show you a Colorcraft poster you probably are familiar with. You'll go, aha, because Johnny Cash very well represented on poster in the 1960s, and sure, you recognize this basic design, Well, look at just the venue area alone up there. Even though it's plain, I won't say plain, even though it's blue block lettering, gosh, there must be at least 5 different fonts of it up there. So that's getting creative right there. And then down below, look at all the wording. This is, especially there in the right center. Look at all the different fonts and the stylized writing. And then another good thing to do is compare June Carter and Johnny Cash, their names. In fact, coincidentally, their initials are both JC, right? Well, if you take a look there, look at Johnny's J and C, and then take a look at June's J and C. And, hers is more feminine with those little curlies on the J and C and stuff. So, boy, they really paid a lot of attention, a lot of care went into the lettering instead of just, pulling the blocks and using the typical block letters in the letterpress and just running it out. So that's this really sets them off from other poster printers. Obviously what Colorcraft in Oklahoma City did was take the basic Ike and Tina Turner template and enter in their own lettering, their own wording. And, I'm not enough of a printer to quite know just how that happened, but, you surely recognize, if you're a concert poster collector from the 60s, this fiery day-glow red image, I should say red, orange, and yellow image template was used throughout this decade by Ike and Tina Turner, but always with plain block lettering. And I have covered Ike and Tina Turner's concert posters from the 60s extensively in my video blog, so I'm not going to go through every word and song title and everything on this poster. I wanted to really focus on the stylistic differences. But I will say on this one, I really especially like the cluster around Ike and Tina Turner there and the words found there. I think they're pretty much a standout. The word Tina, doesn't that look cool just in that black circle? I think that's nice. And the biggest hit of the duo's career, It's Gonna Work Out Fine, is represented by just 3 words, work out fine, in that orange circle with no quotation marks. And that just looks kind of cool, even though there are other songs on the poster that do have quotation marks. So, I think that's especially fun. And under Ike's name, check that out. Look what it says. Stars of Shindig, Hullabaloo, and The Action. Well, if you know your 60s pop music TV shows, The Action is an abbreviation for Where the Action Is. And the Ike and Tina Turner Review had apparently appeared on all 3 shows. And so on and so forth. I could show you lots of examples, but I will say on this, even the pictures somehow got to be a little bit different, fun and compelling. Take a look at that big circle there, Ike and Tina Turner with Ike on acoustic guitar. And I think that absolutely is just a stupendous photo of the duo, really sort of digressing from my blog about the stylized type. But that's really a cool photo, which enhances the poster. So this is from the summer of 1966, and I'm going to show you one other example, and that would be from 7 months later, and the spring of 1967. And there's no sense showing you anything in the color portion because it's absolutely identical. However, up in the venue information, of course, every word practically is different. And check that out, the Bryant Center. Just amazing. There's got to be half a dozen different type fonts in there. Look at that. That's just so creative and visually eye-catching. It's really something else. And guess what? Well, I've since learned that Colorcraft extended their Ike and Tina posters into 1968. Well, at least they did locally, because both 1968 examples I have to show you now are from Oklahoma City, where of course Colorcraft was based. Yep, so take a look at this. It's looking familiar by now. January of 1968, Show and Dance in that nice script up top, and the Bryant Center then with the address given. Friday, January 5th, 10 o'clock until question mark. I love the way they mix up the fonts even within the same line, you know, on the poster. Advance tickets $3, tickets on sale at the usual places. And then we go from January of 68 to the end of the year 1968, and, let me get this in the frame here, Christmas Eve. Wow, okay, at the Zebra Room, again, in Oklahoma City. Look at that, and ticket prices have inched up throughout the year of 68 to 50 cents higher. You know, it's just, Ike and Tina already had these killer, fiery, you know, yellow and red tour blank concert posters throughout the 60s, but to be able to add such nice flourish up there in the venue box just makes them a real favorite of mine. Really sweet posters. Thanks a lot for dropping by. It's been fun, and we'll see you again for something soon. Take care and have a good day.